Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Recording in progress.
Hi everybody, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Welcome guys. It's 1:25 p.m. Eastern. It is Thursday, January the 25th. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate all of you guys. I apologize for being a little late today. I just got home. I was at my daughter's field trip, grade 2 coding. I had more fun than all the grade 2s there. I loved it. So maybe we can help them code some trading algorithms, but I'm learning with them. So it was really fun. I suggest that everybody learns how to do some grade 2 coding. Can really help you. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time, but I had to leave to come and get the stream going. So guys, the plan for today, we're gonna go till just after 3 o'clock, so then I gotta go back and I gotta pick up my son. We're gonna look at US30 and gold today. Yesterday we did NASDAQ and it was a nice little setup, but today we're gonna look at US30, gold. We're gonna go over some news quickly. I might be talking fast, but we will get through this. So thanks for everyone for joining. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you everyone on Zoom. Rodney, thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Dale, good afternoon. Chris, welcome. Sir Ken, welcome. Franco, Daniela, welcome guys. Everybody. Pramilo, thank you for joining. Versatility, thank you. Shahab, thank you for joining, bro. And Annette, thank you. And auspicious everyone. Dan, Mike, thank you guys. And if I missed you guys, I'm sorry, but we got to get through this. And also you guys on YouTube, we do appreciate all of you guys too. Cheeks and FX Bank, thank you. La Gamer, thank you for joining. Susan, welcome. Aura, Ebony, welcome guys. Everybody, Josh, welcome bro. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you too. And RS, thank you guys. Okay, so we can sit on the call and just give shout outs all day, but I know you guys don't want to do that. We want to get into the action right now, guys. So normally when I start these calls, there is some action going on. If you are trading gold, here's a nice little W bottom, double bottom, and this candle right here, right before we started the call, closed above. So I would mark this area 2016, the resistance turned to support, 50% of this green candle. In case there's a pullback, you want to hold this supporting level. If you're in a buy right now, you got that ignited bar that closed right at the top, small pullback and continue to move. And we'll also look at US30. But before we get into any charts and any trading, we got to go through the news, guys. Yesterday was IBM and Tesla. Did anybody listen to the earnings, the conference call with Elon Musk after the report? They were down 5%. So if you're wondering why Tesla was down and things like that, they had earnings yesterday and forward guidance with Elon Musk. But let's move into Thursday really quickly, guys. So we've already had some news go through London. If you were trading with Shahab through here, and then we had our unemployment claims. So look at our unemployment claims, guys. How does this look? Okay, so you know these are week over week results here. So last week we had 189,000, and this week they were projecting an increase in the unemployment claims to 199,000. And look at the number, guys, 214,000. So this is red because it's above. Look, it's more than last week's numbers. It's more than their forecast, and it's not just like 1,000 or 2,000. It's an increase of 15,000 more individuals week over week have been applying for unemployment. So week over week, that doesn't look good. So again, the job numbers can be skewed, but this is week over week. Okay, so if you guys are wondering, right before I started this call, someone asked me, Ron, why is this red? So I'm just explaining it why it's red. Okay, so and then us going through here, we don't have much this afternoon. If you're trading in the Tokyo session later this evening, AUD Australia has bank holiday, JPY has some core CPI and some news, and GBP consumer confidence. And then tomorrow we'll get into trading tomorrow, guys. Remember, Shahab has London, Dave has Wall Street, PK has Post, and then I'll come in and we'll wrap up Friday afternoon with everybody on Zoom and YouTube, okay? Earnings. Remember, yesterday was a big day with earnings over here. So let's take a look at what we have today. So this is Earnings Whispers. I love this website. It's free. It's informative. It's real easy to follow. So you just look at the date you're looking at, Thursday, Friday. I can even start planning next week's earnings, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I can see exactly which is the busy day, which is the light day. So it helps you prepare, with your trading plan to get ready for the markets. Today, look at guys, Thursday, we had 72 corporations report pre-market, and look at after close, 73. So today is a big day for earnings. And then if we just click on Thursday, we click our toggle switch. Let's look at pre-market. What affected we had American Airlines Group. There might be some names that you're familiar with, and maybe you're trading these securities individually with where you're just trading, you're moving shares around, or you're doing options. But also we trade indices. Some of us trade Dow Jones. Some of you guys trade Nasdaq. Some of you guys are trading S&P. Some of you guys are trading Russell 2000. So maybe some of the indices have these specific companies that are weighted inside. So maybe you want to follow these as well when you're trading your specific index. Okay, so these have already reported this morning, but after hours will come up after our call, just like Tesla and IBM yesterday after our call. Today, guys, this is a big one. Okay, Intel Corporation. This is huge for AI, for semiconductors, for microchips, everything, Intel and computers and technology. 4 p.m. So right when the bell rings for when Wall Street closes, Intel Corporation will be reporting. Visa is a big one. I like to follow Visa. I like Dow Jones and things like that. So Visa, credit cards, I like to follow what they're doing. T-Mobile, Western Digital Corp. So there's a lot of big companies reporting today. Finance, Capital One Financial, Western Alliance, Bancorp. So there's a lot going on here. Make sure you guys go through this every single day. You get in a habit of doing this, because you don't want to be trading blind and then Intel drops their earnings and you could get wiped out. It could be a big move. So guys, just please pay attention to this every single day and start more and more educating on this, because it will really help you guys out when you're trading. This is our free Telegram group. I pinned it at the top of YouTube. So everyone on YouTube, please, if you can join this free Telegram, there's a lot of useful information in here. We just streamed our kill shot right before this. We'll be streaming it more often. And there was really nice setups where it took $41 to $350. So it was a really nice move over here. And you can watch this live. It's live. It takes trades live. You can see the kill zones where it started to sell the security. So guys, this is MQL5 right over here. This is our sniper kill shot, and we will be streaming it more and more on YouTube. But please guys, can you like and subscribe to the channel, and helps us grow the channel, and we can give more and more back to the community. Okay guys, and this broker right here, Fintura, this is what I'm using when I'm trading with you guys now. You guys can take a look at it. It's available in most countries, and one thing what I like about this one is not only the availability in countries, it covers all securities, forex, indices, metals, crypto, and I trade off my mobile, guys, so I like that it still has mobile trading off of MT4 for iOS or Android, and also desktop. So some brokers are getting away from MT4, but this one still uses it. So that's for one reason why I really do like this one. And so this is what I'm using when I'm trading live with you guys. So it's Fintura, and you can, here's the link right over here, guys. Click on this, and then you can see exactly if it's available in your country. And remember, always start off with a demo. Any broker you guys start off with, always start with a demo. See how what securities, how the spreads are, how the leverage is, execution speed, and things like that. And then if you do decide to put some money into the account, they'll give you a 100% bonus deposit. Okay, and that's FinShare right here. But let's get into the charts, guys, because we have about 90 minutes to go. So over here on Bookmap, this is live liquidity. Some of you guys are getting very, very familiar with this because you guys are trading with us live daily. This is live liquidity. It's got our offers. This is the current order book for YM, which is Dow Jones US30. Our offers above us, our bids below us. Cumulative volume delta is 185. Yesterday, if you guys remember, NASDAQ, remember we started the call, it was negative 1,000. It kept selling. The selling pressure kept increasing. The offers kept increasing. The buyers were getting absorbed. It went negative 2,000, negative 3,000. I believe it hit negative 5,000 before we bought the bottom, and then we made that 30 pip move coming back up. So today you can see now Dow is positive 200. So we were negative before the call started over here. You can see this is like 12:30, 12:45. We started the call right here at 1 o'clock. As soon as we started the call at 1 o'clock, it started to balance itself out and start to get positive delta. And right now we are still positive 200 delta. And where it's trading is right near the VWAP. Currently, we're just right above the VWAP. We're at this psychological area in the futures market, 38,000. So it could be consolidating, but we will start with TradingView and do a top-down analysis. Also with gold, what I was saying, where it just broke out there, it did continue to move up into here, but it got rejected and it is pulling back down to the neckline where it was. Here was support, then it turned to resistance, 50% of that green candle that broke out and closed above. Now it came all the way back down to retest this critical area. So if you're trading gold, I will do the top down, but right now I'm just trying to give heads up. We'll see if it can hold and continue to build or consolidate and maybe come back up. But if it starts to push down and close below here, maybe the sellers will break this support level and maybe bring it back down into 2014 area. Okay, so thank you guys, everyone. 130 viewers. Let's all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications, because we're gonna do more and more with the live kill shot. So please, guys, we don't know when we're gonna put it on. It will be various times. Plus, I come on all the time, different times. So if you're notified, you will get your notification from YouTube, so you can join us. Okay. And let's start off with US30 Dow Jones top down. I'm going to be talking a little fast. I'm going to go through this a little bit faster than I normally do. That's why, guys, I keep telling you we do a couple weeks in Tokyo and a couple weeks in New York. We like to educate more in Tokyo because it's a slower moving market. You guys are more than welcome to ask questions. We can explain more concepts slowly because sometimes in New York, this time in Wall Street and Post, the markets are moving really, really, really fast because there's a lot of volume, there's a lot of volatility, there's a lot of news. So I can't explain and answer all of your questions. I would love to, but there's only so much I can do during New York because it's a fast-paced market. So that's why, guys, please, if you can, join us on our live Tokyo sessions. If not, rewatch all of the Tokyo sessions that are posted on YouTube daily, and you can learn exactly what we're doing. Okay, so this is the Dow right now. On the monthly, it is very, very bullish. Okay, we were making higher highs and higher lows. We hit the all-time high up here. So 38,110 is Dow's all-time high, and since then we've been just consolidating this week right here. Here's Tuesday, Wednesday, and today's candle. So their buyers have been pushing it up, but the sellers have been pushing it back down, and then the buyers are bringing it back up. So we're in consolidation right now. What time live do we do Tokyo? We do live Tokyo with PK. He goes 7:30 p.m. Eastern, but when I come on, we go 9 till about 11 or 11:30 p.m. Okay, so for some of you guys, it might be really, really late for you guys, but if you want to rewatch the video after, then it's on. Okay, so what I'm doing is, number one, I want to respect this uptrend where it's coming up higher highs and higher lows. And then here's a big body candle, Friday, January 19. So first thing I'm going to do is locate 50% of this body candle, and I'm going to use these bodies right here for reference, 37,700 area. So what I do is kind of like a line here, and I bring the box across. Okay, and then I encapture all of the volume. You see these bodies? That body, green, red, this one right here, and then I continue to stretch it across. I still get a little bit of that green body, this red body, and I bring it across, and you see how naturally it cuts right into 50% of this big body green candle on Friday, January 19, and I'm going to continue to stretch this across. We almost came down and tapped into it today. It didn't transact right into the green box, but it came right down there and it's very, very close. We might continue to come down today, tomorrow, maybe next week. But you see, every low, successive low, is a lower low, and a lower low. And when we look above us, we've got a lower high, and a lower high. So currently, this week, there is a little bit of selling pressure, but we could also just be flagging here. It could just consolidate in this area, and maybe it continues to go for a new all-time high. But if we start closing with some 4-hour or daily volume below this green box, and then when you get the opportunity to flip this green box red, and then another 4-hour daily candle gets rejected here, then it might start to sell off down to 37,200 level, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna look at our resistance above us. So we can see, I'm going to use our all-time high wick right there, and I'm going to bring it down to our two bodies and stretch this box across, but I'm going to change it to red because red represents resistance. Red over time could represent supply. Okay, so real simple, guys, nothing complicated. I just have my red box, my green box. And now if I was trapping this, you know, if this was a 5-minute setup, you know, when I put my consolidated box right here, that neutral box, and then we wait for either some volume to close above here and break out bullish, or we watch to see if it's a fake out and come back down. And if you don't feel comfortable trading in this range, you can see it's real choppy in here, or we wait for what I was just saying, red volume close below here, maybe retest this, get rejected, and we sell down. Or it could just be a break of here and then comes right back in, and then I know it's a fake out and a liquidity grab, okay? So you can do the same thing with daily candles as we do with 5-minute candles. Now I want to follow yesterday and today's volume. So yesterday we opened, we came up bullish, we took out the previous day, Tuesday's high, but we couldn't take out our weekly high on Monday, and it got rejected, and we pushed all the way back down where sellers pushed it all the way back down. We took out our previous day, Tuesday's low, and it came down there, but then it got popped right back up, and we closed right here. So it was an indecision candle, a spin top. There is still a red body of volume, and today we opened again. It opened with bullish volume. The buyers came all the way up through here, and then that's where it got rejected. So at the top of today's wick, I'm going to place a purple line up there, and that represents our high of the day. And I can see that it's lower from the previous day, and it's lower from Monday, and Monday is our weekly high. So on the week, it's coming down slowly with lower highs, and when we got up there and we got rejected, sellers pushed it all the way right back down to where we opened the day, and you see how it's right at yesterday's closing price, and it's lined up with that wick right there exactly. So this is a pivotal area in the market, and I'm just going to put a yellow line right here because this is going to be a point of interest for me on the daily when I'm scalping to see if the lower time frame volume will stay closed above here and continue push up, or will it close below that yellow line and then maybe come down to the low day. Bands, we'll get to gold. We'll get to gold right after this. Just guys, let me just cook. Let me just get through this, and I promise you we'll get through one chart and the next chart. But if we keep just interrupting gold, this, that, we're just going to lose focus and we're going to lose time. Okay, so let's have some structure on these calls going forward. I will do US30, we'll do gold, and tomorrow we'll switch it up tomorrow. But let's focus, guys. Let's focus, okay? Because then when we're actually trading, then you're asking questions when I've already explained things, because you're not listening, because all we're worried about is different securities. Okay, so let's get cooking, guys. We're gonna cook the recipe. We got to make the recipe right now. We're gonna make some pancakes, and we're gonna be eating. Okay, so what happens right now? We broke down, we came down, it was bearish, 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 and we took out yesterday's low, and we have a new low of the day down there. Okay, remember, guys, a lot of traders on this call are here to learn. Okay, so that's one thing. I know we're all excited. We love trading. I probably love trading and scalping more than anybody on this call here, but there's got to be a point in time where we have to just learn concepts. I had to do that back in the day too. Believe me, I wanted to get into the markets and just start trading and trading and trading, but I had to take the time out and be more patient and learn what I was doing. So that's all. I'm not trying to be negative to anybody here, but let's all learn the process, and then we can trade whatever securities we want or whatever securities you want to trade. Okay, so today's candle, I'm going to ask you guys, remember, this is how we did it yesterday. I was asking you guys questions and you guys were educating me because I want to see today's candle. Is it full of volume? What do you guys think? Is today a full body candle, or is it maybe like a skinny lean candle today? Like you can see it's indecision. You can see, so right away, when I see a daily candle has indecision, I know it could be a choppy day. Just by looking at this, I could tell right now, it looks like it's choppy trading today. There's no full volume leading in a certain direction like this candle right here, then we would have a bullish bias. But it's very, very thin volume. So your guess is good as mine. If we say sell, someone could say buy, and it's 50-50. It's like a coin flip. So we really have to watch how maybe today's daily candle closes and going into tomorrow. There might be a little bit of quick scalps here and there, but today I can already see the daily has lots of indecision. Okay, so when we came down here, we came right back up at this point of interest. So we might just trade a little bit up here, come back up to this body, 37,930. We might come back down and fill down here, but we are in consolidating. So if I was a daily trader and I wanted to box this stuff in, I would box all this garbage right in here, and I would be patiently waiting for maybe some green volume to close above the all-time high and maybe continue to squeeze, or some red volume to close below here, maybe retest this and drop, or I watch for fake outs above here and below here, and maybe I could buy down here and bring it back up, or I sell the double top up here and bring it right back down. Okay, so that's a sniper chopping gap. As if these candles were 5 minutes, I would be doing the same thing. But these are daily, and we still have 3 hours and 15 minutes to go. So lots of time on this thing, okay? So we are consolidating. It's a bullish flag, and we're consolidating. But we still have to respect our weekly moves, are making lower highs, and lower highs. So I'm going to break it down to the 1 hour now. And look at our 1 hour candles. So these are 60-minute candles. See this? Like this is our Tokyo session going through here. This is midnight. Not the greatest volume on the hourly. You want to focus more on the bigger bodies when they come into the market. Okay, so this was the Tokyo, and then we moved into London. Here's London, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Not much move in London. The big move was here, 6 a.m. So 6 a.m., guys, all of those, remember those pre-market 6 a.m., 7 a.m., those were those pre-market earnings. So that could have had an effect maybe with Tesla or whatever, just the market being bearish, pushing down. So here, 6 a.m., we pushed down, came back up, 7, 8 o'clock, kind of reversed the move. So 8 o'clock is, there was news, there was our unemployment claims. No sound, guys. Can you guys hear me, Joshua? Sound is good? Okay, sorry guys. Joshua, it might be just on your end, bro. Okay, and then 9 o'clock, Wall Street, we came back up. Okay, so where would I be placing an hourly white line? Okay, guys, look at this. Okay, you got a full body 9 a.m. Wall Street candle. Half of it is right here. Okay, but I would maybe focus more attention on these upper wicks. Wick, and maybe these bodies right over here. So you see how this is where I'm going to place my hourly white line right here. And you see how it lines up properly right here. Put a white line right here. And I want everyone to see this. See right here where this candle came red, kind of touched the white line and went back up. This red body closed right at the white line. This one opened right at the white line and continued push down. We rotated all the way back up, right up to the white line. We got rejected. We came back up to the white line. We got rejected. Came up and we got rejected, and then they pulled it back down. Wall Street penetrated through here, pushed, and then we had 10 a.m. continue to push for our high of the day, and that's where they pushed it down. At 10 a.m., then we came down with a big red body bearish candle, closed below here. We came back up again to the white line. They pushed it back down. And then a lower high, red body candle, closed below here. Now we're rotating back up. So our hourly candles right now are consolidating, green, red, green. This is what I'm talking about, that indecision in the market, okay? So what we're gonna watch for is maybe, see here, I'm gonna place a white line like right here at the 2 successive bodies that are holding right here, and it matches up with that body right there as well. So if I'm looking for where to place a white line for support on the hourly, so I'm trapping the volume more inside the white lines now. And I can see that this break right here at noon was a false break. It went down and it came back and closed right here. So now we're coming back up. Now, even if I'm an hourly trader, here's your consolidated box. You can box this in right here. You don't need to trade inside here, but you can wait for volume to maybe close above here and maybe try for that daily high and break out, or it might get rejected up here and be a lower high and continue to push back down. Maybe you can sell up here, or we watch for red volume at some point to close below here and maybe push down for that daily low. If you want to trade hourly candles, that's what I would be looking at, but we trade 5-minute candles. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at our 5-minute guys. So these are our 5-minute bodies. Here's 8:30 news. Look at double bottom. The volume closed above all the 5-minute. I would have a red line right there, and you see how the body closed above, and it would be 50% right there, and it was bullish and continued to push right back up. Then they brought the market back down, closed back up. This area, lower high below our white resistance. So I put right here a red box. I use my white line as a point of interest, POI, and I put my red box. So the red box is to help me understand that there's a lot of supply up here in the big red box at the high of the day, but you see the 5-minute candles, they're making a lower high. They're pushing it down. We haven't traded inside this range, so there's a lot of, maybe if we get up there, it could fill. But right now, it might just come up to the red box and we continue shorting it down. We might not get to the red box. Why? Because there's a level right here in the market that we have to look at. Here's a body. So I would have a red line right here on my chart. There was a body, neckline, body. No red volume closing below there until we got this big red body candle at noon, and that's when we got that continued drop. And now it's coming back up, so you can see we're holding support, green box right here, white line, point of reference, and 50% of that green candle, and I capture those two wicks and bring it across, and you can see now how they're building the depth of market. Okay, we can look at Bookmap to see how they're building the depth of market, and we can also see right here how they're building depth of market. So it continued to push right back up. We've created some new highs. Now, if I really want to trap US30 on the 5 minutes, red line for reference, my yellow line, daily critical line for point of interest, trap, consolidation, and now we got our sniper trap and gap. Now, what we got to do is we got to see, if they're going to close green up here, maybe retest this, then we fill up to the red box, or it will continue maybe trading inside the box, going green, red here, but then we watch for how they're pushing down, maybe lower highs, and then maybe we look for the M pattern break to come down and fill down to here, okay? So, and then if I want to trade inside this neutral box, I get my ruler really quickly and I measure it. So I know if I'm trading in here from the bottom to the top, it's 25 to approximately 27, 30 pips up here, okay? The entire consolidation 5-minute box. If I'm just trading halfway, I know I can at least get 10, 15 pips and pip and dip out of the market. But if you're holding for entire moves to come up to the top, you might get your 15, 20, 25 pips, and then it might come back down. You can short it. That's if you want to trade inside here. If not, we wait patiently to see if it breaks, closes above, maybe impulse break, it's a fake out and come back down. So this is the area we got to watch. We're trending up from the bottom. So if I was to look at 1245, since then we've been making higher lows. And if I continue to put a trend line, we are ascending above. And it is also pushing some new highs. But maybe I like to hug the bodies, guys. Okay, so you know when you give someone a big hug, you hug their body. Okay, everyone says, Ron, why don't you place the trend line at the wicks? I can do that, okay? That will give you more of an overall, but I like, remember, I like the bodies. The bodies give more information. It's true information. It's more, the wicks are just the range. Could be fake outs, could be manipulation, but the bodies are more important to me because a specific candle opens and closes at this point for a reason. So I like to keep my trend line at the bodies, at those bodies, and you see maybe it's going to start to form like this wedge, and maybe it will come up to here, and maybe we'll do something like this, and then break down and we short it down. Okay, so but this thing could continue to drive with higher highs and higher lows if our cumulative volume delta is still very, very positive and it's just continuing to pull out some offers out of the market here. Okay, so what we can, did my Bookmap freeze over here? Guys, I think Bookmap froze. Let me try. Yeah, it's frozen. Just see. Guys, there was an issue with Bookmap. I'm sorry, we might not be able to use it on this call. Yeah, there's an issue with it. Okay, we'll go full chart here. Can you guys see my full chart here? And I'm adding a 9 EMA and the 200 EMA on our chart. Okay, so we're right here. And look at where we are on the RSI. We're right again at that psychological 50 area. So this is that neutral area right here on the RSI. So you got to be careful in this area because this is where it could consolidate, could get a little choppy right here. Yeah, I'll do it after the call, Jen. I think I got to reboot my computer. Okay, so guys, I'll give you guys the link and we're going to do gold. Okay, so quickly we'll do gold. And it looks like US30 is breaking our consolidation box on the 5 minutes. So if you don't want to get in on an impulse, what I recommend is in 3 minutes and 50 seconds, we wait for this body to close and we see where it will close. Guys on Zoom, there's a TradingView link in the chat, and that is the breakdown of US30. Gaming Society might go long here. Yeah, we can see. Let's see if maybe pulls back into maybe, again, 50% of this big bullish candle. See where those 3 equal high wicks were? So if I was to place a red line right here at those 3 kind of equal high wicks, the 1, 2, 3, and if it pulls back, I want to see, see how it's right at our trend line too, and it's right at a red line. So if it sells down here, maybe this is where our neckline is going to be. So let's give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers who are bringing this move up. So I use the red line as point of interest, and I get the bottom of that body, the volume left, that hasn't been touched yet, and that could be our gap, that maybe it comes down into there and rotates back up. Okay, and I'll do gold as well, but what time is it? 1:57. So let's just hang a few more minutes. Let's watch how they open up our new hourly candle coming in 2.5 minutes at 2 p.m. So if you are in any trades, or one thing I'm just going to tell you is every hour there's a new hourly candle that comes in the market. Some are momentum changing candles. 2 p.m. is also a 4-hour candle, a new 4-hour candle on some securities. So please be careful if you're in a trade, because momentum can switch. Sometimes you're in profit and then it changes direction. It's happened to me a lot of times, especially on these calls. So you got to be very, very quick, very cautious here. And if you're not in a trade, then you got to ask yourself, do you want to jump in a trade right now, 2 minutes right before an hourly candle opens? You can, but I would advise to maybe wait it out and just be a little bit more patient. And we got gold selling back down. So I'll do the analysis, but this area you should have maybe a green box right below here, and watch this area of 2013 to see if it will hold. If it takes out that low, then we look for a liquidity grab like this big candle right here, 8:30. That was our news. Do you guys have any questions? And right up here, okay, red box. See, they're making lower highs up here. Okay, but lower highs. So I'm going to remove this consolidated box because the volume has moved away from that area. and we'll watch how this closes. Okay, so we have 38 seconds. Always, guys, the last 30 seconds of a candle you should pay particular attention to because momentum can swing in a direction. Look at how it came down. So it came down red, 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 red. Look, right to the bottom of our box, and it got a wick and it came right back up, but the selling pressure is still pushing it back down. So it's going to close right now. 5 seconds. Okay, so open red, ignited red, right at the green box. So let's see if it holds the green box, or will it come down red and take out that previous low? Then this might be an area to look for a buy at this green box, 37,820, to continue to support this uptrend that's making. It started right here and it made a higher high, a higher low, a new higher high. So let's see if this will hold as a higher low or this will hold as a higher low. But remember, it is still higher time frame coming down red from up here. This was earlier 10 a.m. today, and then it pulled back into here. So this is a lower high. Then it broke for a lower low, and it's coming back up for a high, and then they pushed it back down. But you see how it's building now? It's building off the bottom here, and it's not creating any more new lower lows. So then that's why I'm giving a little bit significance to this trend to the buyers right now, unless they can't hold here or here. But still, you have to respect that sellers are really pushing it down today. Okay, so that's that indecision candle. It's that indecision where the daily candle was going up, going down, going up, going down. Yeah, the recording stopped. I heard it. That's okay, guys. So it's on YouTube for any reference, anyways. Okay, so pushing all the way down. That's why you can't just go long right away, because this is 2 p.m. This is the hourly candle. So maybe they're gonna flush the volume, flush it out, and we'll see if it picks up buyers. Okay, and if you're not in a trade, you can still be patient. You know, you don't have to just jump in anytime you see a red candle or a green candle and just hit the sell and the buy button. Maybe sometimes analyze, see what's going on. Gold is still holding a little bit down here. As soon as this candle closes in the next 3 minutes, then I'm going to do a full top down on gold, and then we'll do exactly like this, side by side. Okay, and then just make a note down this lower wick right there. When the market came down at 1245, 37,790 area, that was the low, but the purple is our low of the day. So when I look at the low of the day, they are trying to continue to make a higher low, but this body is coming down red now. So if you guys are in buys, you know, you got to be careful, because remember, today's candle was indecision. So there's a lot of moves that go up, and there's a lot of moves that go down. There's a lot of moves that go up, there's moves that come down, and we'll see if there's another move getting ready to come back up. But this box I'm just going to get rid of right now because we're moving away from it. So I want to see, in the next 2 minutes, will this red volume close below here? Will it come back up and close above here? And maybe then it's going to push back up. We'll see right now, okay? I'd like to ask everybody on the call, is anybody currently in a buy? Any buyers right now in a buy, or anyone holding a buy? Okay, and also anyone in a sell or holding a sell right now. And then I know the rest of you guys are all just on the sidelines like myself. If I know what you guys are in, I can help break it down both ways, and then maybe help you guys with your decisions. Holding big buy gaming society. Okay, just be careful if it closes below here. They could, come and take out that low and flush it out. So just keep an eye on your stop loss, how much you're willing to risk on this. But let's see if it can catch a wick and come back up, and then we maybe get an ignited green candle to come back up and test. But these three body candles, last 15 minutes, are very bearish. Okay, so if we start to buy, you know that now we're going against these three body candles. Yes, it is still maybe holding an uptrend, but still it's coming down. So this is that consolidation, guys. This is what I mean. You have to be careful in these ranges. So Jeffrey, you're in a sell on gold. Okay, so let's see if the gold can close below this critical area here and maybe continue to push down. Okay, so we got a wick on US30, 10 seconds to go. So it came all the way down, and found the bids. They're bidding it right back up. Let's see again, where will it close? Above the green box? Then maybe we will open with the next candle being green. Yep, okay, there it is, green. It just flashed green and it went down red. So look at the size of the wick. The sellers have to come all the way, they got to go red, and then get it down there. And maybe it might be a tweezer bottom low or a new lower low. But if it can hold here green, we're building now right here in this little range a higher low. I'm just cleaning up my chart. Okay, so these trend lines, that one was invalid now, invalidated. Okay, so it's holding. So it came down red, higher low. Now, again, can it come up to 50% of the red candle? There's the open, close, half of it. And you see how it's still lined up with this area where it was the body right there, the body right there, the body right there, and the previous wick touch right there, that 37,840 area. Okay, so buyers need, if you're buying, this is for everybody, if you're buying or holding a buy, buyers need to continue to come up and physically close it above this red line in order to change the depth of market. And guys, I apologize about Bookmap, that it just froze on us, because maybe it would have showed us this the action a little bit more clearly. But still, we don't need Bookmap. We can still do what we do here. Flash, welcome back. Okay, so it's holding right here. Guys, do you guys mind if I do gold right now, quickly, top down, and then we can have both charts ready? But you guys need to monitor this, okay? Right now it's still holding, but if you do get that red volume close below there, they could continue to flush it down, but it is still holding our green box with a higher low and a higher low and a higher low. So it's still the indecision. The indecision is still in here. Okay, so I'm going to do gold, guys. Please, if you're watching US30, watch it on your charts, and I'm going to do gold, okay? And full chart gold. And again, another quick top down on the daily. Let's go on the daily. Okay. So the last few days, look at how it's trading the last few days. Real choppy, okay? Green, red, but our yesterday's body closed below, and we're right at 50% of this green candle. So today, how did we open? We opened side by side. It came up, buyers, green, right up to there. Today's high. Let's place a purple line at today's high. Okay, and you can see it's a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. 50% of this red candle is still holding. So if I'm looking at where are the big sellers in the market, 50% of that body, the lower half, and capture all of those wicks, and that's my big red box, stretch it across on gold on the daily. So you can see the lower quadrant, the lower half of this big red body candle on Tuesday, January 16. Every time it comes in with the buyers, they reject it back down. Come in with the buyers, they reject it back down. Come in yesterday with the buyers, they rejected it back down. Okay, so, and today came in with the buyers and they rejected it back down. So to me, this looks bearish on the daily, on the weekly. Even if you look at the trend line, if you were to draw a trend line coming down like this, you're descending. Like an airplane is coming down, you are descending. Okay, so you can see it's lower low, came back up, lower high, new lower low, come back up, lower high, and maybe we're going to push and break this critical support level 2006 and start to drop down into, you know where we always start our gold analysis? I always draw a green box right here at that pivoting point right there. Why do I do it there? Because look at the market pivoted right there. From our all-time high, when it broke out to the all-time high, 2,150, it got rejected hard and it closed with a big red body candle that engulfed that green one, and it continued to drop down, but the buyers stepped in right in this location in the market. And they pushed it back up, but we have the lower highs up here from the all-time high. So I know that the sellers on gold are continuing to push the offers in the market and drop the price of gold. Like this is resting. This one was more immediate and active. And this green zone, I'm bringing it across. We're not there yet. So this is just pending in the market. What we need to focus on is this critical pivot point in the market. So we came up today. That was our high, got rejected. We continued to push down, red, 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 where it came down to our low of the day. What's gold's low today? Gold's low is 2009. And this is where it found a little bit of bottom and we're coming back up. So if it comes up now, green, 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 there it is. 50% of yesterday's bearish candle, open, close, half of it, and it's lined up with one body, two body, a wick. So that's perfect area for me to place a yellow line right there. If we do come back up, maybe if it comes up green, 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 we get up to the yellow line 2021-22, then maybe the offers will continue to come in and push it back down. But maybe we don't even come up here. Maybe now we're down at the lower half and the sellers continue to push it down. So right down here, this is where we have to be very careful, because this big green candle was Wednesday, December 13. This was FOMC. And you see, if we locate the purple line for reference and that little where the body is, right there, and I go green, okay, just right there from FOMC, still holding above 50% of this green volume. Now bring it across. You see how we traded right into that green box right here on Wednesday, January 17. Next day, they continue to push it up. So I'm going to continue with this green box going across. You see today, we came right almost into it. We haven't traded into it yet. That will be going down to 2004. But I still bring green across. I still see that the buyers are strong here. The buyers were strong here. So higher low, higher low, higher low. And today's candle is technically a higher low. So we'll see, maybe it's going to just consolidate here, but following this week, will the volume close below red down here and push down, or will they hold it and bring it back up? So today's daily candle, it's got some momentum, there's a lot of range, but it's not full of volume, so it's going to be choppy. So let's go to the 1 hour now, and these are our 1 hour candles. Again, this is not the greatest time to be trading gold. It's this Tokyo channel, the futures market, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m., midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And then you see the bodies now start to pick up in London, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and then start to come and then start to trade. And then you see the volatility, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. every single day when you're trading gold. COMEX market is 8:20. At 10 minutes later, 8:30, we got USD folder news, red folder news. And you can see now the market really opens up. So 8 a.m., 9 a.m., we hit our high of the day. 10, they bring it back down. 11 a.m. And look how thin the volume is now, the last few hours. This is noon, 1 and 1:30. This is where COMEX market is closed. And this is now just leftover volume trading in the market right now. But we got bodies. When we got bodies, we got to place a line. And I'm on hourly, so my line now is white. Okay, yeah, there was some impulse breaks, but it came back up. Impulse break, come back up. Impulse break, come back up. Right here at noon, impulse break, come back up. Do we have any hourly red volume closing below here? Not yet. This candle is going to close in 46 minutes, so we have a lot of time. So now what I do is, again, this big red body candle, open, close, half of it is right around there, and I can line it up with some data from the left of my chart. So if I just look at 50% right there, and then I line it up, I got a body, a body, a body, a wick getting rejected off of it, and then all that volume contained in those two white lines. So again, this is where it could just range in from here, from 2017 to 2013. $4 move, 40 pips if we're looking to scalp in here, okay? Hourly, what pattern do you guys see on the hourly? Do you guys see a pattern, hourly pattern? Anybody see it, or is it just me? Anybody? Anybody see a pattern on the 1 hour? Do you guys see this? Left shoulder consolidation. There's our 8 a.m. breakout, bullish. And then we came back down and look at where we are. We're in our right shoulder consolidation. So what pattern is that? That's a head and shoulder. And then maybe head and shoulder has a high probability of continuing to break down to the downside with selling pressure. Okay, so do you guys see that? Or it's not going to be a perfect pattern. It's not going to always look like a textbook, like when we're looking at textbook pictures of a head and shoulder. But see with the white lines, that's all our left shoulder consolidation. Today they broke it out, inverted head. Maybe they came up there, grabbed all the liquidity up there, hit all the pending orders, and maybe now we're right back in the right shoulder, and maybe we're going to continue to drop down. Okay, so maybe my bias now is bearish, but I'm now going to go to the 5 minutes scalping. So our 5 minutes, see how they're holding support down at our hourly support. So just below it, I'm going to use my white line for reference, use that wick, and there's my green box on the 5 minutes coming across. So I'm not looking for any sells unless we can close with some volume below this green box. Otherwise, my bias is still buys because our hourly support is holding. 5 minutes support is holding. We have 1 bottom, 2 bottom, 3 bottom. This might be a triple bottom, and we might be coming right back up. So right now for scalping, here is a nice little level on the 5 minutes. We find our neckline. Here's our neckline. Body, look at, I can even stretch it over here. Look at how nice gold is trading for scalping. There's a body, a body, a body, a body. Here's our move at 120 right here, and we're below it now. So there is where I can consolidate gold right inside this entire range in here. If you don't feel comfortable trading this, trap it, but this is still nice for scalping this range. And measure it. If you're going to trade in this neutral box from the bottom to the top, it's 25 pip box, 25. Yes, you could be in a buy right here and you're up 10, 15, 20, 25 possibly. You could go to a trailing stop loss, you can go to a break even. If it gets rejected, you can maybe look to see if it sells down. It might sell down for 10, 15, 20, 25 pips if it gets down to all the way down to the bottom. But the buyers are pushing it up. Let's see if they can close it above here and maybe retest this, and maybe we're going to come back up to test the highs up here. Okay, so it's building right now. Let's add EMA 9. EMA 9, we're right at above our EMA 9, EMA 200. There's our EMA 200. It's right below our hourly resistance. So maybe it could come all the way right back up to here. And this is where they might reject it, just like they did over here at 125. Okay, so I'll give you guys this chart, and we're going to put these two side by side with US30, and we're at 217. So we're good for time, guys. Zoom chat, there is a TradingView link in the Zoom if you guys want the gold. Okay, so I'm now going to place both of these side by side. Guys, today I apologize about Bookmap. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it froze on my account. I might have to reboot the entire computer. So what happened with Dow Jones, guys? It impulsively broke down. No red volume close below there. Our next candle opened here, 205, came down, higher low, came back up, got rejected, spin top, and now we have another bullish body that just closed above 50%. We came back down, but it's a higher low, higher low, higher low. So it may continue to maybe push up to our yellow line, or it might come back down again to test the screen box. So still, it's very tight inside here. Gold is making its move. Anybody in a gold buy off of this? Jordan, you're in a sell from the top? Sell? You guys are selling gold? Selling gold? Or still in a sell? Okay, guys, so let's see. This candle, remember, last 30 seconds on both securities. Gold is very, very strong. It's an ignited bullish candle right near the high. So let's see if we can close near the high. And I'll help break it down for you guys. US30 is filling up to the daily POI. Here's our close. Okay, and go through the motions, guys. So where's 50% of that green candle? Half of it, right there. Okay, see the red line? Right at half. Now, closed above. Our candle's green. It just spiked above. Let's see if they pull it back down. If it's holding, like right, it's holding, maybe it will continue to get injected and continue to push up. Dow got rejected right at our yellow POI. And let's see if it pulls back. If they can hold, can the Dow hold 50% of that body in that wick right there? Okay, can it hold here? And maybe we'll squeeze a little bit higher back up to there. But again, this could be a head and shoulder on Dow. Okay, like this range, left shoulder, our head that popped out. We're back in here, trading in this range. And it could be maybe the right shoulder here, and then they drop it down with an elevator. But if this closes above here, we could continue to come up, and maybe the second top will be up here. Nice candle for Dow. Look at the retest. Okay, so it came down red, right? Red, where I placed the red line. Guys, I did this right before the candle opened because I want you guys to get in the habit of doing this. We got a nice move on gold as well. Short wick, here's the pop. Let's see if they can continue to push it up and touch the 200 EMA or our hourly white line. Okay, and US30 came down. The first retest was an accurate retest, 50% holding, and it did come up and create a new high, but that's that yellow line. That's that critical daily pivot line. Let's see if it can continue to push up there, US30, maybe close above there. Gold, guys, if you're in a gold buy, I highly recommend you either go to a break even or you have a trailing stop loss. If you bought this candle, or this candle, I would recommend maybe having a trailing stop, maybe below this red line, so that all of these pips down here are secured in the bank. That's money in the bank right there. And then if it comes down red, at least you secure all of this, because you don't want a big red candle to come all the way down where maybe you bought in this candle or you bought that candle. It's a shame when you got to give up that much pips. You know, so always, guys, that's the way. Someone asked me, Ron, how do you grow your account? Well, the way how you can grow your account is by securing partial profits every time you trade. If you're just holding an open trade and you're in profit, but you don't know how to secure anything, one red candle can come down and wash you out and you have nothing to show for. So I always secure positions. I always do. That's how I grow my account slowly. Very bullish, guys, on gold. Great buy on gold. So you see how it respected one bottom, two bottom, three bottom, triple bottom. Beautiful move. So this is nice range scalping volume. This is not choppy. This is really, really nice volume. Even with US30, nice big body candles. This is nice. I like this range. Do you guys like this range? Like, we don't have really indecision fake out candles. This is real clean movement at these critical higher time frame areas. This area, the white line, that's our hourly support. This area, the yellow line, that's our daily POI. This area on gold, 2013 right here, that's our hourly support line. So every time it comes down here, the buyers are holding it. Every time it comes back down, the buyers are holding it. It came back down, buyers are holding it. So you could have literally, when you see volume trading like this, you can buy here, and buy here. And as it goes up, you can secure, and then when it comes back down, you can buy. It's not always going to trade like this. I wish every single day was trading like this. This is ideal volume to trade, but it's a smaller range. but definitely perfect for scalping if you want 10, 20, 30 pips. Guys, please manage. Now, this is like, do you guys see now maybe the bigger double bottom on gold? Okay, like right here, like right here, this move right here where it came, and there's our big neckline at the white hourly resistance, and we came back down. Okay, so for another bottom, now we're coming right back up. So this is our big, here's the W, okay? But it has to break out. It did impulsively right there, but no volume closed above our white line. Maybe this one will move, 8 seconds to go, or it needs the help of the next candle. But if we get green volume closing above the white line, then maybe gold will continue for 2020. Now what you got to do on gold is locate 50% quickly of that green body candle. Okay, so what I got to do is the red line that I had on the previous candle, take your red line and go to half of the next candle and see how ideally it's half, wick and bodies. And half of the red candle. Guys, please look at this, okay? You know, we're not back testing. I want to make this clear. This is not back testing. These are the rules that we talk about day in and day out. Is that half of that green candle? Yes. Is it at that wick right there? Yes. Is it at that wick right there? Yes. Is it at that body to body there? Yes. Is it representing 50% of that red candle coming down? Yes. And look at US30, closed with green volume above our daily yellow line. It retested it and we're continuing to push up. If it comes into the red box, look at US30. It's a beautiful double bottom as well. Look at this thing. One, right here, there's our neckline, came back down. Here's our double bottom coming right back up. So if it comes in here, yes, it could come in here and get rejected and push back down. But if it breaks through here and then we retest this, we flip it green, we're coming up to our hourly resistance. Very nice moves. Look at gold. Gold is looking real nice. It came down red a little bit, okay? Didn't touch into 50%. See how we went red and back up green? That's an injection of bids. Like if we could see Bookmap right now, we'd see like a big block order get absorbed in there. And now what we got to do is break this hourly resistance. It tried it right here at 125 today, but it got heavily rejected. And that's what started this downtrend coming right back down. Jen, let's see 2018. Yep, 2008. Jen, I got, yeah, 2018 is like my, you see that red wick right there, okay? So Jen, right there, 2018, you're perfect. So what I do, Jen, that wick, 2018, I use my white line as reference and I draw my red box. So Jen is perfect. That's what we need. We need to push and close above 2018. So, but I have to put a red box up there, okay? I know it sucks to do that if you're in a buy, but rules are rules. I use that wick right there. And if we can break out, put a red line at your next impulse high, 2018, 665. And let's see if we can drive. But we need volume, we need green volume to close above in this area. And we got really nice 1 body, 2 body, 3 body, 4 body, 5 body green candles. So just psychologically, there could be a retracement come back down, unless this is a strong squeeze on the sellers. But guys, just have in your head, always, not always is volume going to trade like this. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous volume. But always have in mind, there's 5 big green body candles. There might be a little retracement coming down. Okay, but we have to accept that if it comes down to this level, this is where our green box is going to be now. I'm going to place a green box right in here. See those wicks? Right there, right there, right there, right there. I want to see if this area will hold green. If we pull back, this is where we can buy gold again, or we can add a position. We've moved away from this consolidated zone, so I don't need this neutral box here anymore. There we go. So now my new consolidation area is right in here. This is our new trap area. Guys, I love trading when volume is like this. Do you guys enjoy this type of volume? This is real clean, real sexy. This is scalper's paradise. Look at how beautiful our double bottoms are. Like this is textbook, guys. You know, when we're looking for good volume, this is sexy as it can get. Nothing better than this. I'm sorry to tell you. Look at that. Wow, Miss Jones filled up, retested the daily yellow, filled right up. That's a beautiful scalp right there for 15, 20 pips. If you're just scalping single bars, like right there to there. Wow, 30 pips. That's a monster. Like that's a beautiful candle. As a 1 minute scalper, 5 minute scalper, I appreciate that bar right there. I salute that bar. Very nice. Very nice. Trev Beats, wish you could send me a screenshot. Your charts are a mirror. Hey, don't you know, you don't have to mirror my charts. Just Trev, just understand what you're doing. That's it, you know, because my charts get real ugly. But if you guys just understand what you're doing, that's all that matters, you know. But congrats, Trev. You've been working hard at this. Hurst, I agree with you. You love price action in general, but the cleaner the better. Absolutely. You know, when we get those, but this is, guys, lesson time. You know, when we get those shitty consolidation or those indecision and those fake out candles and those skinny indecision candles, and you get frustrated trading those are the days. If you're struggling on those days, stop trading. Stop trading. Because a day like today, you could make all of your losses back and make profit. But we get these days, but one day a week, it's always going to be one of those tough days. But don't lose focus. If you have a bad day, let's say you lose 0.5%, 1%, don't get pissed off and revenge trade when it's shitty volume. You're going to lose and you're
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's 100 pips.